One of the things that annoys me about Spydercos is that for such a kind of relatively expensive knife, they have this nice finger hole for the thumb, but it's always super sharp. They need to chamfer that. So the first thing I do is I usually file that a little bit and chamfer it, because man, it's gonna like cut a ring in your finger from opening it. Maybe you say I need to have more calluses on my thumb, but that's really sharp. So what I do to chamfer these spidey holes and make them smoother for the finger is I start off with a countersink tool, and you want a hardened countersink tool because of course the stainless steel is hardened too. You'll find out if your tool is not like high-speed steel, and this one is not hard enough. That is just wearing out a notch in here. So this is also softer than this. But already it's gotten smoother. Definitely smoother than this side. Already it's smoothing it up. Let's see. So I think these are all. I think most of these I have here. I'm not at my shop. I'm at home. I think most of these I have here like designed for countersinking wood. This one I just sharpened and doesn't seem to be dulling. So I've got a tiny chamfer on there now. Feels a whole lot better already. It's definitely a burr that can be sanded down later. I'm going to try the other side. You can see this side is still very sharp, and this side has a chamfer on it now, and there's a burr that needs to be cleaned off. Let's put a little bit of chamfer on there. A pretty good one actually. It's almost like this side is softer or something. So there you can see the chamfer. And now I'm going to clean it up. You can use a half round file. Just go around. And it's getting a lot smoother. It's getting rid of that burr. Diamond files are going to work best for this. So if you don't have any diamond files, some mini hardened steel files will also work. That's so much smoother. It doesn't have a sharp edge. It grabs my finger anymore. Oh, that feels so much better. So much better. So now, so smooth, doesn't cut your thumb. Feels great. Love it. Wish they would do this from the very beginning. And I know that I have to do it by hand, but they would be able to do it by machine, to just CNC a chamfer in there. Still a little burr down here. Clean off that burr. Okay, I don't feel any burrs anymore. It feels nice and smooth. You can see the chamfer. You could use sandpaper too to sand it, but the problem is if you use sandpaper, you're going to scratch up the finish around there. And I didn't want to do that. So the files, as long as you don't let the files slip on this blade surface, the files work better to smooth it out. That is super nice. So then while I'm at it, while I'm doing this, you might as well just file the back of this a little bit too, because this is sharp back here too. And I don't like those sharp surfaces, because when you have your thumb on it, or when it's closed, it's scraping. So I like to take a file of that too, and for that I have a diamond file. File this a little bit on the back, like a reverse whetstone. Give it a little bit of chamfer. See, now you can see a little bit of a chamfer there. That's what I want to be careful of. Okay, so now I've added a little bit of a chamfer to the back, to the spine, and that will make it less sharp. I'm going to go on the fine side and clean that up. Change the angle. Okay, I made some scratches on the back, but that could be polished up. That feels so much better too on the back now. It's not as sharp. Sometimes I even go to the extent of like giving the jimping a little bit of a chamfer too. It doesn't dig into your hands. That can be done. Okay, now this jimping is also smoothed over here. It's not as sharp as it was. A little more comfortable on the thumb. Yeah, way more comfortable. Doesn't have the sharp edges. Okay, that's about it. So now the hole feels nice and smooth, and the jimping feels smooth, and the spine feels smooth. So now it's a much nicer knife.